I was talking to a contractor I know about one of the changes in the electric code. And one of the things that they did in the 2020 National Electric Code is make a requirement for either occupancy sensors or dimmers for essentially almost every space. And the reason why is to try to save electric, to not use so much. And he said to me, but why? That seems like a lot or a lot of money. And I was like, okay, sure, dimmers definitely cost more and occupancy sensors definitely. But I'll show you one of the not main reasons, but one of the many reasons why it's true. And it has to do with, in this case, my office. This office building's a little older. The hallway lights are always on. And another one, this bathroom, 24/7, the lights are on in here. At least 8 hours of the day, no one is in here. You know, I'm probably one of the last people left on the floor. It's almost 8 o'clock. These lights have all just been on, running. And seeing as, this building has 24/7 access, and, there's almost always someone in the building, but not a lot of people. To have the hallway lights always on, the elevator lobby areas always on, it can add up, that amount of energy, 24/7. So, maybe you dimming your lights, saving a watt here and there isn't a lot, but also if you stop and think, how many people live in your town, how many of those lights saving a watt here or there, if you add that all up, plus you add the office buildings and the schools and the hospitals and whatever else, it adds up. Combine that with all the higher efficiency stuff that's required now, especially with the building envelope, creating a tighter envelope, which ends up letting you use smaller HVAC systems, which lets you use less electric, less gas, less energy. It all adds up. And definitely, I agree, the upfront cost just keeps getting higher and higher. But the end result is we're just using less energy, we're using less gas, we're using less electric, and we're not just running things 24/7 just because we can. And then when you add in the efficiency of some of the new stuff, so, I just switched my house from a steam boiler system to a forced air system, and I went from a boiler that was less than 80% efficient, so that essentially means less than 80% of the energy or the energy that's going into it is coming out the other side, to something that's 92% efficient. So now 92% of the energy that goes into my furnace comes out the other side as heat. And I set it up in 2 different zones, so I can change downstairs and upstairs. So downstairs can be, on a day like today when it was 9 degrees, my downstairs can be warmer. And since everyone's going to only be downstairs until we're ready to go up to bed, I can keep upstairs a little cooler. And then tonight, when it's just going to get colder, do the opposite. And that saves just a little bit more energy. And you add it all up versus, look at my office building now. Do all of those lights need to be on at 8 o'clock at night? And it's going to be on all night, all morning, all day. And there's probably, even just look at the parking lot. It's mostly empty. This truck doesn't even count. This truck is a company truck that's here 24/7 until those guys go out.